Welcome back to Coffee, Wine, or Tea, where coffee is for thoughts, wine is for truth, and tea is for drama.
And today's topic definitely feels like a wine conversation for me.
You know I love my coffee. Today we're talking about why no one seems to want to commit anymore. Relationships, friendships, even long-term plans. It feels like everyone is keeping one foot out the door.
And that wasn't always the case.
Before we get into it, let's start with the sip. Today I'm having coffee because this topic needs clarity and honesty.
And I'm choosing wine. This conversation needs calm, patience, and truth.
All right, so what are you sipping today? Coffee, wine, or tea? When I think about commitment today, I don't think people are scared of love. I think they're scared of being stuck in something that costs them their peace.
See, I look at it differently. I think people leave too fast now. Commitment used to mean staying when things got uncomfortable, not just when things felt good.
But I think past generations stayed because they didn't have choices. A lot of people committed out of obligation, not emotional safety.
That may be true, but staying also taught patience, compromise, and loyalty. Now, the moment things aren't perfect, people walk away.
Sometimes walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's wisdom. Staying in something that drains you doesn't make you strong.
But neither does leaving at the first sign of effort. Commitment takes work. You don't grow without friction.
I agree with that, but I also think people confuse effort with suffering. Not everything is meant to be worked through.
And I think people confuse discomfort with danger. Not every hard season is a red flag.
If this conversation already feels familiar, make sure you subscribe because we're just getting started. I've seen people stay in situationships for years because they're afraid of commitment, but also afraid of being alone. That's not freedom. That's fear dressed up as independence.
And I've seen people walk away from solid relationships because someone else seemed easier. Too many options make people disposable.
But staying too long can cost you years of your life. Sometimes choosing yourself is the most committed thing you can do.
And sometimes commitment means choosing someone even when it's inconvenient.
All right, it's time for Sip or Spill. People leave relationships too fast. Sip. Sometimes people walk away before giving things a real chance to grow.
Sip. Commitment takes patience. And patience feels rare these days.
Commitment today feels transactional. Spill. It can feel like people are always calculating what they're getting out of it.
Sip. Loyalty doesn't seem as valued as convenience anymore.
Staying through hard times builds stronger bonds. Sip. Growth often happens when things aren't easy.
Sip. Working through challenges can deepen connection if both people are willing.
Fear of loneliness keeps people in the wrong relationships. Sip. Being alone can feel scarier than being unhappy.
Sip. A lot of people stay because familiarity feels safer than starting over.
I don't think commitment is dead. I think it's being redefined.
And I don't think effort is outdated. I think it's being avoided.
Maybe the real issue isn't commitment.
It's fear. Fear of staying. Fear of leaving.
Now we want to hear from you. Do you think people don't want to commit anymore, or are they just choosing better for themselves?
Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. So whether you're sipping coffee, wine, or tea,
make sure you're choosing with intention. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Coffee, Wine, or Tea. See you next sip.